Hi everyone, welcome to today's class. Okay, today I will discuss about the new concept that is phylum Porifera. Okay, phylum Porifera. In this concept, I will cover some topics like introduction, like gender characteristics, examples, classification. Okay, next. First one, introduction. See here, the word porifera, it will be split into two terms. In Greek, porous means pore and ferer means to bear. Totally, the porifera means pore bearers. Okay, pores nothing but holes, small holes. Porifera commonly called sponges. We commonly called as sponges. And sponges are asymmetrical aquatic animals that have variety of colors, shapes and sizes. See here, these sponges are asymmetrical, okay, and aquatic animals. These are the aquatic animals and different colors. These have different colors and shapes as well as sizes. Okay, next. Sponges are sessile. What is mean by sessile? You know? Okay, I will tell. Sponges fixed in one place that we call as the sessile. The organism fixed in one place that we call as the sessile. Next, contained cells only, not tissues or no tissues. Here we see cells are present but tissues are not present or absent. Why? Because these are not well developed. Okay. Next, sponges are the simplest, first multicellular, most ancient animals. See here, these are the simple manner we see here, simplest. Okay, and first multicellular, nothing but these have number of cells. Okay, so we call as the multicellular. And most ancient animals, these are the most endangered, nowadays most endangered animals. Okay, approximately 10,000 species of sponges are known at present. Nowadays approximately 10,000 species are present. Okay, next. Now, gender characteristics of phylum Porifera. We will study one by one here. Okay, Porifera are all aquatic, sessile and sedentary in habit and grow like plants. See here, these are all aquatic animals. Okay, and sessile as well as sessile and sedentary, nothing but these organisms not migrate. Why? Because these are sessile. Sessile nothing but these are fixed in one place. Okay, and grow like plants. See here, this will be sponge. Okay, this is sponge picture. How it will be is there like plant. Look like a plant. Okay, grow like plant. See next. Body shape is vase or cylinder like. Here body is vase like or cylinder like. Okay, and radially symmetrical and asymmetrical. Radially asymmetrical and symmetrical and asymmetrical. Okay, next. The body surface is perforated by numerous minute pores called ostia. On the body surface, numerous minute particles we see, that holes we see, that we call as the pores. Okay, that pores are called as ostia. Okay, the body surface have many number of minute pores are present, that we call as the ostia. Next, they are diploblastic. Body consisting of outer ectoderm and inner endoderm with an intermediate layer of mesenchyma. See here, diploblastic nothing but now we split here the word diploblastic. Diplo means two. Okay, blastic means layers. It have two layers. outermost layer that we call as the ectoderm, and innermost layer we call as the endoderm. Okay, in between layer that is mesenchyma. Next, the ostia open into a large cavity called spongiocele. See here, the ostia open into a large cavity that we call as the spongiocele. Okay, the spongiocele opens to the outside by a large opening called osculum. The spongiocele opens when it will be opens to outside by a large opening that we call as the osculum. Next, the sponges possesses an endoskeleton in the form of calcareous spicules, cilious spicules or spongin fibers. See here, sponges have endoskeleton. Okay, endoskeleton is present here. These are in the form of spicules. Okay, different spicules like calcareous. See here, these are the calcareous form, and cilious spicules. In according to classes wise, it will be different sizes. Okay, and lastly, spongin fibers. These are the network like. See here, spongin fibers. Next, digestion, intracellular excretion and respiration occur by diffusion. See here, digestion intracellular, okay, and excretion and respiration by help of the body wall or okay, body surface. Next, sponges are monoecious. What is mean by monoecious here? Monoecious means these have or organisms have both sex gametes like nothing but male and female. Okay, male and female gametes are present in one organism. Okay, reproduction both by asexual and sexual method here, and asexual reproduction is by budding or gemel form. Asexual reproduction by the budding process, otherwise gemel form. Gemel form nothing but it is a tough coat. Okay, tough coated dormant cluster of embryonic cell. Okay, this cell we call as the gemel. Next, sexual reproduction occurs by the ova and sperms. In males we see the sexual gamete, that is sperms, and in female ova or ovum. Okay, they have high power of regeneration. Why? Because these are speed process we see in these animals or organisms. Regeneration where we see like tissue growth, okay, and cells formation or restoration, different another cells functions we see in fastly regenerate. Okay, and development is indirect or direct. Here development may be direct or indirect. The common larval forms are parenchyma, ampiblastula, etc. Here the common larval forms are parenchyma and ampiblastula. These are the examples. Okay, next, examples of phylum Porifera. See here, these are all examples of the phylum Porifera. See here, Spongilla, this is Spongilla, and Euspongia, Saiphum, Hylonema, or we commonly call as glass sponge, and freshwater sponge. This is Spongilla, commonly we call as the Spongilla. Next, classification of the phylum Porifera. Here, phylum Porifera is divided into mainly three classes based on the types of spicules. Based on the types of spicules, we divide into three types or three classes. They are as follows now here. First one, Calcarea, or we call as the Calci spongiae. And second one, Hexactinellida or Hylospongiae. Third one, Demospongia. These are the three classes we see in the phylum Porifera. Now we will study one by one. First one, class Calcarea. The skeleton is formed of calcareous spicules. Okay, these are the calcareous spicules. Skeleton is formed by the calcareous spicules. See, next, they are solitary or colonial. These may be live in single, otherwise in group. Okay, next, body shape vase-like or cylindrical. Here body may be vase-like or cylindrical. Okay, radially symmetrical animal. These are the radially symmetrical animals. Next, choanocyte cells are large and conspicuous. Means choanocytes nothing but flagellated cells. Okay, flagellated cells are here large and these are clearly visible. Conspicuous means clearly visible, and they occur in shallow waters in all oceans. We see shallow waters like little depth oceans we see. Okay, they occur in shallow waters in all seas. Okay, next, examples of class Calcarea. See here, Cycon, Leucosolenia, Catharina and Petrobiona, and species of Leucosolenia. These are the examples of the class Calcarea. Next, class Hexactinellida. See here, in Greek, hylos means glassy or transparent. Okay, spongos means sponge. Okay, here characters, they are called glass sponges. Commonly we call as the glass sponges. Okay, skeleton is formed of 6 rated trixon. These are the 6 rated trixon, cilious spicules. Okay, these are the cilious spicules and trixon. See here, 6 edges are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and canal system is branched or unbranched. It may be branched or unbranched. Okay, next, choanocytes line finger-shaped chambers. See, these are the choanocytes. Okay, these flagella is there. Okay, here finger-like structures are there. See, these here also finger-like structures. These are the chambers. Next, they are cylindrical or funnel shapes. These are the cylindrical or funnel-like shapes. Okay. Next, these are found in deep tropical seas and they grow up to 1 meter. These are we seen in or these live in deep tropical seas. Okay, and it will be or they will be grow up to 1 meter. Okay, radial symmetrical. These are the radial symmetrical. Next, examples of class Hexactinellida. See here, first one, this Pheronema ane and spicule. See here, and Hylonema. Lastly, Euplectella. These are the examples of class Hexactinellida. Next, last class, that is class Demospongia. In Greek, dermos means frame. Okay, spongos means sponge. Next, characters, it contains the largest number of sponge species, large-sized, solitary or colonial. See here, these are in this class largest number of the sponge species we see, and these are the large in size, live in single, otherwise in group. Okay, skeleton either present or maybe absent. Okay, when it is present, either form of spongin fibers or combination of spongin fibers and cilious spicules. When the skeleton is present, that time it formed by cilious fibers. See, these are the cilious fibers and spongin spicules. Next, the spicules are never 6 rated, they are monoxon or tetroxon and are differentiated. See here, spicules are never 6 rated. Okay, it not 6 rated. They may be monoxon. See, this is monoxon and tetroxon means 4 edges. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, these like tetroxon we see. Otherwise, it will be different. Body shape is irregular. It not definite shape. It not have definite shape. Okay, canal system is complicated like Leucon type. It is one of the type of canal system we seen in the sponges, and these are great economic importance. These are helpful for great economical importance. Next, examples of class Demospongia. See here, Cleona, okay, Poterion and Sponginella and Helichondra and spongin fibers spicules. These are the examples of class Demospongia. These are all very important in economical importance. Okay, next, I taken reference these two books, Jordan and Verma in Vertebrate Zoology, okay, and N. Arumugam and his colleagues, Animal Diversity in Vertebrate and Chordata. Okay, thank you for listening. I hope you understand this video. Please like it, share it and hit bell button, subscribe it. Thank you.